thank you. Clark, that was the game's critical point.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I really think it was. I mean, it really tipped things in their favor. No doubt about it.
Now, that's going to happen to you when you keep piling up those points and you get on a run like that.
McDyess and Duncan, they're inside. Tony Parker is out there with Gary Neal. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. McDyess. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Here's Heinrich. Covered by Parker. Heinrich against Parker. Duncan against Smith. And Smith slams it home. While we've got a sec, let's check out the Sprite Slam Cam.
Boy, he's got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a play that's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think that was more like a banana split, Clark.
Green, no luck. The Hawks trail by 4. Jumps up, and it's Smith finishing it off.
You got to wonder about the effort defensively. They did not get back there.
Yeah, you know what? A beautiful finish one way or the other, though.
Parker working against Heinrich. Heinrich with the steal.
That's turnover number 5 for him, guys, so he's got to be much better with the ball.
That ties it up.
How about the concentration to finish that play despite being fouled?
You know what, Steve? A lot of guys get hit and then stop, but he played through contact, and I like that.
Parker against Heinrich. They need this. It's the bucket.
And everything's falling from the three-point line here in the second half.
And guys, you know, one fed into the other. I mean, now they're shooting with great confidence, and they're on a roll.
Crawford dishes to Heinrich. Back to Crawford. He passes to Smith. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. And that'll tie this game up. I think Clark and Steve, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, both teams really competing, neither side giving any ground. This should be a fun finish. I agree with you, Kev.
Green, no luck. And here comes Heinrich. Now Green defending. Green gets called for the reach. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal team.
Here's Heinrich. He's covered by McDyess. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Collins. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And it's the Spurs with the ball. Everybody's running. Easy shot. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th assist in this one. From 11 feet away. The shot by Powell, no good. San Antonio leading. Parker outside. Guarded by Crawford. Open look. And again, it's Tony Parker. Parker's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Matt Bonner comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Antonio McDyess. Al Horford is checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Josh Powell. Here's Heinrich. Parker against Crawford. Post-up shot. Lots of room. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
From 17 feet out. And another basket for San Antonio.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
Smith outside. Elbow shot. Good. He hits the jump shot. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
Parker outside. It's Ginobili outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 27 points for Ginobili. The Hawks trail by 7. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin, and I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively. And the shootout continues.
Trading buckets both ways. I mean, offense definitely the focal point for these teams.
Here's Parker. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 8 rebounds in this game. Heinrich against Parker. Releases. Again, the Hawks score.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
Crawford against Ginobili. And there's the rejection. But they get it back. Here's Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs leading by 6. Green, the pass to Parker. From deep. Williams pulls it in. Here's Atlanta. 6-point game. Releases from 15. The shot by Heinrich no good. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He misses that one. He did knock down 1 3-pointer in the first half.
Heinrich with the steal. And they're running. Pushes up. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Here's Parker. Down low. Tipped.
No, he's forcing the issue out there, guys. No question. He's really struggling trying to take care of the ball.
And a dunk by Horford.
And that steal really triggered the fast break. Nice play.
Hey, you're right, and the break itself may have been even better.
Blocked. Green against Heinrich. Kicks it to Crawford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Jamal Crawford was the NBA's 6th man of the year 2 seasons ago, but last season his shooting percentages really dropped across the board. He just wasn't able to have that consistent year again.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Antonio McDyess is checked in for Gary Neal. Splitter comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Jefferson in for Manu Ginobili. And Crawford really pushed Steve for a contract extension, you may recall, prior to last season. He was unhappy that he didn't get one. So, Clark, I'll pose this to you. Do you think that he might have played a role, without that contract in his struggles?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to separate that when you're a player and you're desiring a certain level of security. And when that doesn't happen, it can subconsciously weigh on you and affect how you go about your work. So I think that's very, very possible that happens.
The Hawks trail it. Jefferson picks him up. Williams kicks to Horford. McDyess is there. Horford, good. Horford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Crawford against Jefferson. It's stolen by Jefferson.
You know, guys, it's interesting. Such a good first half for him. Not one turnover, but since halftime, he's been coughing it up repeatedly.
Takes a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Horford's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Heinrich. Rebound by Tony Parker. Spurs leading by 3. Who's picked up by Heinrich. Parker takes to Splitter. And stolen by Horford. And here we go. Here's Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Parker. And that one falls for Williams. And the Spurs with some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Matt Bonner. Gary Neal comes in for Antonio McDyess. And it's Ginobili in for Splitter. And a change for the Hawks. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Josh Powell. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Yeah, I know you agree with that, Steve.
No, totally. You got to play with control and composure, Kevin. There's a lot of contact there. Good call.
You know, he bothered his shot, but he still got a pair of free throws out of it.
The Hawks are making a switch on the floor. Johnson's checked in. And he sinks the second.
In a game this close, you need to knock all your free throws down. Now they've got to come up with a defensive stop.
Heinrich covered by Duncan. Lets it go from deep, and it's Kirk Heinrich with the 3. Heinrich's got 19 points.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Outside for Jefferson. Fires from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And the Spurs lead by 2.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with the 3 ball.
Yep. They've got it going. Nice, clean looks.
There's Crawford with the 3. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got 5 assists in the game.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Parker's shot is off. And here comes Kirk Heinrich. He's picked up by Parker. And here's Heinrich. Backing him down is Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Jefferson with the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 3. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter.
And obviously, Coach doesn't want them giving up all these inside buckets. They need to do a better job of moving their feet, staying in their stance, and keeping their man in front of them.
And the Spurs with some changes. Antonio McDyess is checked in for Gary Neal. And it's Green in for Richard Jefferson. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. His message was fairly simple. He said, we can't waste any more time. When we get it, we've got to take the ball to the hole and immediately get back on defense. This game is about stops and scores now, guys.
Here's Parker. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 35 points for Parker. Atlanta calls timeout. They lead by 3. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. 1:35 left in the game. Crawford dishes to Heinrich. Back to Crawford. Guarded now by Duncan. Picked by Horford. Duncan against Crawford. 6 to shoot. Over Duncan. Crawford, no luck.
Still trying to get into the swing of things here offensively. It just has not happened for him here.
Parker's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 3. From about 16, it falls.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And it's the Spurs with the ball, trailing by 5. Took him no time at all on that one. Parker's got 37.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best.
Parker is whistled for reaching in, and that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus, and we'll have to go to the line for 2. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Sinks the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. 2 for 2, and it's a 5-point ball game.
Kevin, that trip to the line was huge. and he builds their lead to 2 possessions.
Deflects the pass. The 3. No luck, so the Hawks will take it the other way. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Green, no luck.
Not sure about that one, guys. That was really deep, especially for him. He's not a great shooter from out there.
Not sure what he was thinking about there.
First free throw missing for him. Does make the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're losing by 6. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Ginobili. 3 from the inbound. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Here's Crawford. 19 seconds left in the 4th. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Not a lot of options there. They have to try to extend this game, so good foul.
Yeah, and if they can catch a break, they might still be able to tie this thing up, Steve.
Gets them both, and it's a 5-point ball game. There's 18 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Ginobili. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So hard to stop Ginobili right now.
And now they foul and stop the clock. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second one is off. Now Duncan.
And a chance here to send it into overtime.
Need a 3.
Pretty pass there, right where he needed to put it.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're winning by 1. 6 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Crawford. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. And he doesn't get the first one to fall. Connects on number 2, and that'll put him up by 2. Here's Ginobili. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Gets the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. Perfect from the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll do it, Kevin. Those last free throws were the icing on the cake.